Have you tried everything to change your life, but nothing ever seems to work? What if I told you that in just 3 days, you could start seeing real results? No overcomplication, no fluff, just 3 simple steps to unlock the power of manifestation in a way most people have never even heard of. This mini challenge will show you what actually makes the difference when it comes to attracting what you want. But here's the catch. If you stick with it till the end, your reality might never be the same again. So, are you ready to transform your life? Now, what if I told you that the reason you're struggling to manifest your desires isn't the universe, but you? Would you believe it? The truth is, most people sabotage themselves without even realizing it. They try to attract something new, but stay stuck in the same old beliefs, the same habits, the same doubts. And so, nothing changes. But what if there was a more direct way? A simple, no-nonsense method that could align your energy with what you want in just 3 days? That's exactly what this mini challenge is about. It could be a total game changer for you. But before we begin, tell me this. Are you really ready to let go of what's been holding you back and finally attract the life you've been dreaming of? The past can be an invisible burden, keeping you stuck in old patterns without you even realizing it. There are beliefs you've absorbed without question, experiences that have left their mark, and without noticing, you end up repeating cycles that should have been left behind long ago. The first step is recognizing this. Writing down your biggest fears and doubts when thinking about change is essential. That way, everything that felt vague in your mind starts to take shape on paper. And what once seemed like a mental maze begins to organize itself. True liberation comes when you accept that the past doesn't define the future. Just because you've failed before doesn't mean you'll fail again. To turn this truth into something real, a symbolic ritual can help. Burning a piece of paper where you've written down limiting beliefs, tearing up a photo of a moment that no longer resonates, or even rearranging your furniture to symbolize renewal. These are small actions that send a powerful message to your subconscious. A new reality is being built. This process creates space for the new, but it's completely normal to feel a kind of grief when letting go of old patterns, because in a way, they provided comfort. The key is not to fall for the deceptive nostalgia of what's already past. Now, every loose thought can be redefined, and the energy that was once trapped in the past can be redirected towards something much greater. Trust me, I do this in my own home, and it helps me a lot. Especially rearranging the furniture, you'll feel renewed, like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. It might sound silly, but it changes everything. The house feels different, the atmosphere shifts, and that reflects in your energy. And when your energy changes, everything starts to align for a fresh start. And that's where the next step comes in. Visualizing clearly what you truly desire. Now that the past has been left behind, it's time to focus your mind on the future you truly want to live. Closing your eyes and imagining isn't just some idle daydream, it's a powerful tool. The difference between ordinary visualization and detailed visualization lies in how rich it is in sensory details. It's not enough to just see what you want. You need to feel it. What's the texture of the clothes you're wearing in this new reality? What does the air smell like? What music is playing in the background? The more details you add, the more real it becomes for your mind. And the more real it feels, the faster it manifests. A lot of people struggle with visualization because their mind immediately starts questioning whether it's possible. The trick is to start small, with scenes that are easy to accept. Imagine receiving a message with great news or holding a contract that confirms a big achievement. The emotions this triggers already shift your vibration. And if you need an external trigger, use images, music, or even visit places that reflect this new reality. If you're manifesting a new job, for example, buy a fresh notebook and start jotting down ideas as if you're already in the role. It's a clever way to trick your brain into believing it's happening. The key is to turn this into a daily habit. Every night before bed and first thing in the morning, take a few minutes for this technique. But don't just go through the motions without emotion. The secret is to truly allow yourself to feel as if it's already real. Trust me, this is one of the most powerful habits you can develop. I do it all the time, and when I really immerse myself in the experience, results show up so much faster. And the best part? Once you've visualized, the next step flows naturally. Inspired action. Now that your mind is clear and your vision is sharp, it's time to step out of the idea stage and into action. But not just any action, inspired action. This is the kind of move that feels almost like an inner nudge, a natural next step that becomes obvious after all that visualizing. You know that email you've been putting off? That course that caught your eye but you never signed up for? Or that conversation that could open doors? Now is the time to act. Small steps create a domino effect, and suddenly, what once felt distant starts moving towards you. A common mistake people make is waiting for a massive sign, some grand revelation, from the universe saying, "Go this way." But most of the time, intuition speaks quietly. It might be a random contact reaching out, an idea that pops into your head in the shower, or even an opportunity that once seemed insignificant but now makes perfect sense. The thing is, without action, nothing materializes. Dreaming of a new job is one thing. Sending in your CV, updating your portfolio, or even starting something on your own is another. Intention only gains power when it's backed by movement. And it doesn't have to be anything huge. Sometimes a single step changes everything. Trust me, I do this all the time. And when I follow that gut feeling and take action without hesitation, things flow in the most unbelievable way. It feels like magic, but it's really just energy strategy. And the best part? The moment you take action, the path ahead becomes clearer. To make sure this whole process is working, there's one final, essential step: tracking and reviewing. A lot of people underestimate the power of tracking and reviewing their own progress, but this simple habit can completely transform your journey. The human mind is tricky. It fixates on what's still missing and forgets how much has already been achieved. That's why so many people feel like they're stuck in place when in reality, they've come a long way. Writing about the process, recording voice notes, or even jotting down quick daily reflections makes growth tangible. And here's the thing: anything documented becomes more real. When a dream leaves your head and lands on paper, it takes shape. And when you track it over time, progress becomes undeniable. If the idea of keeping a journal sounds exhausting, keep it simple. Just 3 lines a day can make a huge difference. Something like, "Today I made an important decision. I received a sign that I'm on the right path," or, "Despite the challenges, I feel stronger than before." Another powerful method is keeping a gratitude journal, writing down at least one good thing that happened each day. It could be something big or small, from visible progress to a little coincidence that just felt right. As these records build up, something incredible happens. Your mind starts believing that things are working out for you. And if writing isn't your thing, recording voice notes can be even more freeing. You know those chaotic thoughts that swirl in your head sometimes? Speaking them out loud, even if it's just to your phone, helps organize your thinking and reveal solutions you might have overlooked. Trust me, I do this all the time. And there are days when I listen back to what I recorded and realize I was on the right track all along, even when I couldn't see it at the time. And that gives me the strength to keep going. And that strength is exactly what you'll need for the next step: overcoming obstacles and persisting. At some point in the journey, challenges start to appear. And for many, this is the moment they give up. But those who understand the game of manifestation know that obstacles aren't signs of failure. They're invitations to keep going. When something feels difficult, it's usually because a part of your old self is still resisting change. The mind craves the familiar, the comfortable, the things it already knows. But if you truly want a new reality, you have to resist the urge to fall back into old patterns. Every hurdle you overcome strengthens the new version of you. The signs that something is shifting don't always show up the way you expect. Sometimes it feels like everything is falling apart before it gets better. It might be a situation that demands patience, an opportunity that seems to slip away, or one of those classic tests from the universe where nothing seems to go right. In these moments, doubt creeps in, and this is exactly where most people give up, throwing away all the progress they've made. But those who persist are the ones who win. And the best way to avoid falling into this trap? Remember every small step you've already taken, which is why tracking and reviewing makes all the difference. Trust me, I've seen this happen so many times. Just when things seemed completely stuck, one small shift unlocked everything in the most unexpected way. The key is to keep going, even when logic tells you otherwise. If, after 3 days, nothing looks different, that doesn't mean nothing is happening. The process has already started, the gears are turning, and the only thing that can stop the flow is giving up too soon. So, the real question is, are you willing to keep going until your reality transforms completely? Now that you know exactly what to do, the question is, are you going to apply it or just let it slip by? Real transformation happens when you take action. not just when you understand the theory. So tell me, which of these steps are you going to start applying today? I want to see your comment below. And if you want to keep learning about manifestation and transformation, join our community and stay connected. See you in the next video.